Iran-Contra Affair. In the 1980s, during tensions in Central America, rumors began spreading that U.S. officials were involved in hidden arms transactions despite official policies restricting such actions. At first, it sounded like political speculation with no solid proof, especially because everything was happening in multiple layers of secrecy involving intelligence agencies and foreign groups. Years later, investigations and congressional hearings confirmed the Iran-Contra Affair. It revealed that weapons were sold to Iran, and the funds were diverted to support Contra forces in Nicaragua. The complexity of the operation made it difficult to trace at first, which is why suspicions remained unproven for a long time. Project Sea Spray. Imagine opening your window on a normal day while an experiment is happening above your city and nobody tells you about it. In 1950, the U.S. Navy released large quantities of bacteria over San Francisco to study how biological agents might spread through an urban area. Residents had no idea they were part of a military test. For years, rumors circulated that governments had conducted secret biological experiments on civilians, but there was little evidence. Decades later, government records confirmed Project Sea Spray had taken place. The military concluded that the bacteria spread efficiently throughout the city. NSA Mass Surveillance. Imagine sending a text, making a phone call, searching for something online, or storing photos in the cloud, assuming that information stays between you and the company providing the service. For years, privacy advocates warned that intelligence agencies were collecting far more digital information than the public realized. But officials repeatedly denied large-scale surveillance. In 2013, documents leaked by Edward Snowden revealed programs that gathered massive amounts of phone and internet data from around the world. The disclosures showed how intelligence agencies could access information from telecommunications networks and technology companies under various legal authorities. The leaks confirmed suspicions that had existed for years and sparked global debates about privacy, security, and government oversight. Operation Paperclip. After World War II, there were early rumors that certain German scientists had been relocated to the United States under secret arrangements, despite their previous affiliations. These claims were often debated and unclear at first due to limited public records. Later, government documents confirmed Operation Paperclip, a program that transferred scientists from Nazi Germany into U.S. research institutions. The operation was carried out in the early Cold War period, when competition in science and military technology was rapidly increasing. Files later showed that many individuals were integrated into government research programs, particularly in aerospace and defense fields. The program became one of the most documented examples of post-war intelligence and scientific recruitment strategies conducted under secrecy. Cambridge Analytica scandal. Imagine downloading a simple quiz on social media and later finding out that your personal data, along with millions of others, was collected and used to influence political messaging. In the mid-2000s, there were growing concerns among digital privacy researchers that social media platforms were sharing or exposing user data in ways most people did not fully understand. These concerns remained mostly speculative until investigations in 2018 revealed the Cambridge Analytica scandal. It showed that data from Facebook users had been harvested through third-party apps and used for targeted political advertising campaigns. Reports and whistleblower accounts confirmed that this data was applied at large scale to analyze and influence voter behavior. What had previously been suspicion in the tech privacy community became a major global controversy after the details were publicly exposed. East German Stasi surveillance network. Imagine living in a place where almost every conversation, even with friends or family, could be reported to authorities without you ever knowing. In East Germany during the Cold War, there were long-standing rumors that the state was heavily monitoring its citizens on an extreme scale, but for many years there was no way to confirm how deep it went. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, official archives were opened and revealed the full extent of the Stasi surveillance system. Millions of files showed that the secret police had built one of the most extensive monitoring networks in history, relying on informants placed inside workplaces, schools, and even private homes. People discovered that trusted colleagues, neighbors, and sometimes relatives had been reporting information. What was once speculation during the Cold War era became documented reality through preserved records and investigations into the Stasi archives. FBI surveillance of Martin Luther King Jr. Imagine a public figure leading a major social movement while being secretly monitored by intelligence agencies. During the 1960s civil rights era, there were already rumors that prominent activists were under surveillance, especially figures seen as politically sensitive. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the most influential leaders of the time, and questions began to circulate about whether government agencies were closely tracking his activities. Years later, after classified FBI files were released, it was confirmed that the FBI had conducted extensive surveillance of King, including monitoring communications and gathering personal information. Internal documents showed that this was part of broader intelligence operations targeting civil rights groups. What had once been speculation among activists and journalists was later supported by official records and investigative findings released decades after the events took place. The P2 Lodge. The P2 Lodge was a secret organization in Italy that became one of the most famous real-life conspiracies ever uncovered. During the 1970s, rumors began spreading that a hidden network of powerful individuals was influencing Italian politics, media, intelligence agencies, and major financial institutions behind the scenes. Many people suspected that important decisions were not being made by elected officials alone, but by an unseen group operating in secret. At the time, these claims were often dismissed as speculation because there was little public evidence. Everything changed in 1981 when Italian police raided the home of P2 leader Licio Gelli during a financial investigation. There, investigators discovered documents and membership lists containing the names of nearly 1,000 members. The list included politicians, military officers, intelligence officials, bankers, business executives, and journalists. The discovery confirmed that P2 was far more than a private club. Parliamentary investigations later concluded that it had attempted to exert influence over key institutions and public life. The scandal shocked Italy and raised concerns about a secret power structure operating alongside the official government. Unit 731. During World War II, rumors began spreading about Japanese military units conducting secret biological research in occupied territories, but concrete proof was difficult to obtain during the conflict. After the war ended, investigations and testimonies from survivors and officials revealed the existence of Unit 731. It was a covert biological and chemical warfare research division that conducted human experimentation under military control. Early accounts were dismissed or unclear, but later documentation and witness statements confirmed the scale of the activities. Some individuals involved were granted immunity in exchange for information, which further delayed public understanding of what had taken place. The full details became clearer only through post-war investigations and historical research.